Today, I'm digging into the real life of actress Shaquita Smith. She is so sweet and put together, but I'm learning how strong she is after experiencing challenges in her childhood.
When me and my twin brother, so all of us went into child services. And when we got in child services, it's because child services rushed into our house and saw how we were living and said, okay, we gotta take these kids and put them somewhere else. And we did. And so we were there for about maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And all I remember was my grandmother walking in while I'm playing on these little blocks. And she comes in and she looks at me and she pulls her hand out and she goes, "You're coming home with me."
Ooh, girl, I got chills. You saying that.
Yeah.
And Grandma came and got you. And
Grandmother came and got me and my...
What is Grandma's name?
Yvonne Underwood.
Is Grandma still here?
She passed away in 2019.
Grandma Yvonne, okay.
Yvonne.
And she came and got both of you.
She did. And honestly, so when we got there, well, when we moved in, I didn't know this at the time, but I was very sheltered. I didn't want anyone to touch me. I didn't want anyone to say anything to me. I was very scared, like a bean kitten. And, you know, my grandmother noted that. She saw that. And she goes one day, and I was eating because, you know, I didn't have that. I didn't have a life where someone wanted to say, "Hey, give me a hug," or "I want to know you." And I was sitting there at the table eating, and she said, "Baby, I want to ask you something." And I said, "Yeah, what is it?" She said, "Have you ever been touched?"
Wow.
And I said, now mind you, I never told anybody. I never said anything to anybody because I kept everything to myself. I saw and I just kept it. I kept the stories, I kept the memories, I kept everything, just hold on, because who am I gonna tell? Because I was afraid, I was scared. I was like, oh, if I say anything, who will listen?
Who's gonna listen? Who's gonna believe me?
Yeah, and that was the one time when I looked in her eyes and I felt love, I saw love, and I said yes. And she said to me, she said, from this day forward, no one's gonna do anything to you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you forever. And I said, okay. And she called like the Million Man March. She called everybody. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Yes. What are you doing? Okay. But she did. She strengthened me, and she made me stronger. And she wanted me to get out my shell. And the more and more I felt love with her and my brother. I mean, we went to counseling for it, and we went to, you know, a lot of court hearings about it, because she wanted to make sure that the person that did this, my mother, everybody got justice, you know. And I was so nervous, I was so scared, but at the end of the day, she was like, this can't happen, which was a beautiful thing. And that's when I realized that someone really loves me, someone really wants the best for me, and it was. I give her everything.
Well, you feel the love for me?
I do.
Thank you for sharing that. I know that was hard.
Yeah.
And so I want you to release.
I know. Whew.
You're gonna go downstairs and play some pool. I'ma still love you, but I'm gonna kick you behind.
Oh,
okay?
You know I can play too, right?
Oh, you can play? When's the last time you played?
Ooh, good.
Girl, you don't want none of this, okay?
Really?
You ready? Let's go on. Let's take a drink, and we get ready to go downstairs. All right, Shaquita. I'm sorry, what's your nickname?
Quita.
Quee.
Oh, you know it.
Quee. Go ahead and break this ball. Boom. Because you was talking all that stuff.
You know, I was talking, but I was playing somebody for you to go ahead and break.
You can't do it?
Nah, come on.
Child. Okay, let me just show you a little something.
Show you a little something? Okay.
Let me show you a little something.
Oh, that's what we doing?
That's how we do it.
That's what we doing. Okay.
This is how we do it. Oops. Okay, well, anyway, I was lying too, child.
Okay.
I just like to have a good time.